नमस्ते बच्चों। आज हम एक बहुत मज़ेदार चीज़ सीखने जा रहे हैं जिसे हम व्यंजन कहते हैं। क्या आप में से कोई ध्वनियों के साथ खेलना पसंद करता है? अच्छा, व्यंजन हमारे भाषा में व्यंजन ध्वनियों के बारे में है। व्यंजन वे ध्वनियाँ हैं जो हम बोलते समय बनाते हैं और जो हमारे शब्दों को आकार देती हैं। आइए इसे समझते हैं। आपको याद है कि हमारे पास स्वर होते हैं। ए, ई, आई, ओ, यू हमारे स्वर हैं। दूसरी तरफ व्यंजन उन बाकी अक्षरों को दर्शाता है।
Okay, so this is a small video and a small question which leads to one of the most key important factor when learning and talking about AI. How many of you feel that this video is AI generated? Just raise your hands. By the way, this can be a bluff question. I would request to raise hands a little higher so that I can easily see. Okay, so around 35 to 40% of us feel that this is AI generated. And how many of you feel that it is an original video of the ma'am herself who is talking about the Vyanjan topic of the Hindi grammar? How many of you feel it's not AI? A little higher. Okay. So I'm sorry to say that yes, it is generated by AI. And that too, just in 5 minutes, I gave this workshop on how a teacher can generate his or her lessons probably in 5 minutes with a 10 minutes quick setup. Now, I mentioned that this leads to one of the key and important factor considering AI. Is the ethics, right? Now just imagine if I am not in the education space. I am really, I would say, not a good person and I create false images, right? I create false videos. So any person can create my, yours, anyone's images and videos which spreads wrong information. And I cannot name the school, but yes, it happened in one of the schools which I have visited. Some students created false images and abrupt images of teachers using AI, which led to a lot of chaos, I would say, in the school. The principal and the senior staff had to take a lot of strict actions in just 10 to 15 days to identify all those people who were involved in this segment. So I really want to speak about this for 2 minutes, that whenever you put up any of your image on Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp, be very much keen that now, because AI is at everybody's tips, right? Anyone can actually create a false image, a false video of you creating or spreading wrong information. Right? So you should all be aware about these circumstances. And trust me, you might think that, okay, this requires a lot of money or this requires a lot of talent, a lot of time to do all these things, but give me 5 minutes and I can create any of you telling something wrong or something bad or something illegal of anyone's video. So yes, you all have to be very mindful as a teacher because we hold a very respectful dignity in the society that we have to be very much sure about whatever we post on social media platforms because now everything is there out online. Okay, so moving forward, I'm going to share few tips. Now see, every panelist over here of the students shared some of the tools, right, which helps you to, let's say, create quizzes, lesson plans, and all those stuff. And my mother is a retired government teacher. My sister is currently teaching in one of the KVS schools. And I have just one problem. Once you are out of the school, why are you still doing the school's chorus? Or why are you still preparing those things? I mean, why can't we just watch a movie together? So I'm going to share few tips which actually can help you, and specifically to some of the teachers who will save a lot of time. Now, just a small question. Do we have any Arabic teacher or a Hindi teacher with us? Okay. A ballpark figure I want from you. how much time do you spend to type a question paper in the computer? Just a random, 2 to 3 hours, right? Now imagine as a teacher, we spend 2 to 3 hours, and that too specifically some language teachers like Arabic teacher, Hindi teachers, mathematics teachers as well. They have to create all those roots, squares, and everything, right? So let's see how can we use AI to solve all those problems. Now see, this is a small power which we have, all the teachers, that we can write fast, right? We can write very quickly and very fast. So let me show you one of the hidden tool or hidden feature of the ChatGPT through which you can ease this process and just do it in 5 or max to max 10 minutes, even if you are a very beginner. So what you have to do is just go to ChatGPT, and we will take I'm going to do this all right now so that you can actually see how it is going to be done. Let's quickly take this paper. Now imagine this is the paper which you have written with your hand in your notebook, right? Which might not have took more than like 25 to 30 minutes once you have decided what questions you want to enter or have in the examination paper. So what you have to do is just take a photograph of it. Go to ChatGPT, and by the way, you all can see I don't have any premium version of ChatGPT. Okay, I'm going to use the free model itself. Paste the image over here and just write OCR and give me the text of this question paper. I'm going to take one handwritten paper as well, just to be sure. Okay, by the way, here we have. Now I can just simply copy it and use it in my question papers, right? So all those 2 to 3 hours which you spend just by typing, and I understand this is a very small piece of content, so it will not include a lot of time, but let's do this handwritten test, and again I'll write, okay, wait. Okay, I'm not able to upload the image right now, but no problem. Any ChatGPT or other tools can still do this thing. We can go to Gemini and do the same thing. I can, okay, maybe there is some problem in the image itself. Let's take a screenshot of it. I'll try in ChatGPT. So here is the text, okay? Now I don't need to spend any amount of time just by opening my laptop and typing the text, typing the whole question paper. I just need to write all the questions in my notebook, click a photograph of it, and just by using the phone itself, you can simply bring it into the online format. Now I can copy this text and just use it in my Word document to create the question paper. Here it is. Okay. Now let's try this with the same, but let's pick another subject. Let's pick mathematics. Assume I'm going to create a question paper for differential equations for grade 11. and I need a handwritten for now. Okay, so this is a question paper, let's say, which ma'am has created, and what we need to do is we just need to copy this image, go to any of the platform, ChatGPT, Gemini, anyone, okay? Right now, ChatGPT might be having some problems. So we'll paste it over here, and again, OCR it and give me the text. Now the keyword here which you are looking for is the OCR, okay? Okay, this is, let's refresh it once again. Now here is all the text, okay? You might be thinking that, okay, all these mathematical equations are not coming in the format which we wanted, right? Just write, make it like a complete mathematics paper. These kind of prompts you help and see once you more try to involve with all these platforms. Now see, all these things now have been created. I can simply copy this text, okay? I can copy this text, go to the Word and paste it. The Word might not be supporting the mathematical language right now, so that is why the problem is here, but otherwise this is possible, okay? Now, whenever you are creating any of the academic test, I would say, question paper, quiz, or any kind of material which you as a teacher need, right? Never use ChatGPT, never use, I would say, any other platform. One platform I would like to recommend you all is Perplexity. Now, why exactly? But before we go into it, I would like to tell you how ChatGPT actually works. See, at the back end of ChatGPT, they have mentioned two things. First, save electricity. Second, save time. Now, if I ask what is photosynthesis, ChatGPT will not even indulge for half a second to understand, am I a teacher, am I a student, am I a 15-year-old boy, or am I a 70-year-old professor? It will give me the quickest answer of what is photosynthesis by saving the maximum amount of electricity. Now, let me show you this with a small physical example, a little in detail, okay? Might not work right now. So now assume this is where I am, okay? Okay, so here I am, okay? Now if I have to go from this point to that point, can anyone tell me how many ways do I have? Anyone? Yes? Okay, Mike. My question is, if I have to go from this point to that point, let's say to that logo of the school, how many ways do I have?
Like you can type your answer in the chat GPT and
no chat GPT. This is just a normal question. I have to go from this to that point. In how many ways do I go?
All the ways, 2-3 ways you have to go.
2-3 ways. Someone else? Infinite, right? I can go like this, right? I can come to the principal ma'am, say hello, and then go like this. I can go from behind, I can handshake with all the people who are sitting at the last just to waken them up again, right? And then come back. Now, but what ChatGPT will use is, ChatGPT will pick the smallest path because it has to save time and electricity, right? This was a fact which just came last week, saying thank you and please. to ChatGPT wastes a lot of electricity, which can actually run towns in some of the places. Okay? This is a fact you can check. Sam Altman, who is one of the co-founders and creator of ChatGPT, mentioned this. When you say thank you and please, ChatGPT takes a lot of electricity to give you the output for it. And that is why until you mention what all you need in your answers, ChatGPT will never give you. If you are trying to create a question paper, let's say for grade 4th science, okay, you have to mention the board of the school, you have to mention, let's say the grade, you have to mention what all topics you need, okay? Now, see this thing. Whenever you are using ChatGPT, okay, let me show you. I'm going to type one thing, just tell me if it is fine or not. Okay, so for people who might not be able to see, I have written, create a mathematical question paper for grade 6 ICSE board global level. Is it fine or it has some problem? Just raise your hand. Anyone? Can someone give the mic? Okay, not about the missing part, but something which is incorrect.
Global level.
Yes. How can an ICSE board be a global level? See, your prompts should never interpolate or cut each other. If I am trying to say create a question paper for grade 2 student and make it very hard, it cuts. Because a grade 2 student can never have a very hard question paper, right? If I am trying to say, let's say, create a question paper for CBSE students and use the content from, let's say, Cambridge schools, okay? Cambridge University, I would say. Then again, it is a bit wrong because Cambridge schools have their own IGCSE board and CBSE has its own set of rules, right? So your prompts first should never collate with each other, okay? If any of your prompt has two things which are against each other, the ChatGPT will get confused, and because it has to save time, it doesn't want to think, it has to save energy, it will give you anything you want, okay? Second, whenever you are trying to enter any prompt, always go in a funnel mode. Write the broader aspect of the doubt on the top. For example, never start, create a hard grade 6th mathematics question paper for CBSE board. Now, why is this wrong? Because here the word CBSE is the biggest, then mathematics, grade 6th, hard, right? But we have said it completely in the opposite direction. Always create a funnel. For example, give me a CBSE question paper for grade 6th, subject mathematics, make it a little hard on the analytical side for the students. Now this is called the funnel method. Whenever you give any prompt, start with the broader aspect and then come to the point, okay? Now, let me show you few of the additional features now ChatGPT has for all of us for free. I'm really sorry, right now I feel I am a little overboarded on the time, so I will like to skip this part and come to the, do I have the time? Okay, great. Now, how many of the teachers have to apply and calculate the students' attendance? All of us? All of us, right? We actually don't want to do it, but we have some of the people of our school who says it that we have to do, right? So this is again a problem which my mother always faced. She used to come back, and when I was in class 7, she used to give me all those big registers, right? in which I have to calculate P, A, and then see that, okay, Rohan came 27 times in this month. Rohan came 6 times in this month. Now see, what all you can do is just take a photograph of that register, okay, upload it in ChatGPT and mention a prompt like this. I don't have the photograph right now, otherwise I would have showed you. I am going to show you the prompt which you can enter. P marks present, A marks absent. This is a attendance report of grade 4th A XYZ school, and calculate the total report of all the students, how many times they were present and absent. This is the exact prompt which you are looking for. Still, till this date, I figured it out around 7 to 8 months ago, and I have told this in more or less every school I have visited, and from every school I have got this feedback. Now they don't have to calculate all those things. They can just click a photograph of that register and enter this prompt while pasting the photograph over here, okay? Trust me, it saves a lot of times because some of the teachers has a lot of classes to calculate, right? And yes, it might have 5 to 10% of error depending upon the handwriting you have, okay? Yes, that is one thing, but God forbid, I don't feel that all of our teachers have a poor handwriting, right? It is with the students' superpower that those have a little wrong and irregular handwriting. Okay. Now, last thing I would mention, use Perplexity whenever you have to create any academic purpose. See, ChatGPT uses the pool of entire internet, okay? Entire internet. If I say, who created napkin? Now ChatGPT will never use any of the academic purpose or any research paper to understand this thing, okay? It will just go to the internet, see who created napkin, it might be wrong, and it will show you. Now when I say that you have to use any of the academic research, quiz, question paper, test paper, lesson plan, always use Perplexity. I will show you why, rather than any of the platform, because let's do one thing. I will write one prompt on ChatGPT and on Perplexity, and you will see the difference of the questions it has created for us, okay? Now, why is this happening? I will tell you after we do it. I'll not enter a very good prompt, okay? Like I'm not going to give a really huge prompt, a very basic prompt. This right here goes in the Perplexity. And the same prompt I have entered in ChatGPT, okay? Now I would really like do we have a little senior mathematics teacher with us who is specific to grade 7th? Do we have any mathematics teacher? Okay, great. Can someone please give ma'am, okay, wait, you can have this. Also, ma'am, please be brutal. If I am wrong, tell it on my face. I really want your honest opinions. Take 5 to 10 minutes and see which of the test paper, which is on the left hand side or on the right hand side, is better. I'm going to scroll both of them. So this is where it starts. On the left, you have the time allotment, maximum marks, instructions. Now in section A, we have fill in the blanks. Later on, we have some factorization questions. You can see the level of the questions as well. Now this is the section B. We have some word problems. If you want me to go slow, you can just let me know. And later we have all the best. Now let's see the question on the right hand side. Okay, ma'am. So I believe you might have a little overview on both of them.
Yeah.
Which one do you honestly feel is a little better? Which you as a teacher for grade 7 mathematics would like to use in reality in your classroom? On the left, like the left hand side one or the right hand side one?
Right hand side one, many MCQ questions.
Sorry?
MCQ questions are there. Multiple choice questions.
So which one of them, on the lefter one or the right hand side, which one do you feel that question paper is a little more accurate and likely that you will use in your classroom?
Right side.
Right hand side one?
Yeah.
Any other mathematics teacher? Or you can just say it in coherence, like who all say it is the right hand side one? And do we have the left one as well? None? I can't be that right. Okay, that's really great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so now why exactly Perplexity created a better question paper? See, Perplexity never ever brings question or content from internet. It only uses academic papers, researches, and academic content only. Now let me show you one thing. In Perplexity, you can see from where the questions have been fetched. Now let us just try to analyze all those platforms. So all those platforms which you will see right now is first mathcenter.ac.uk, Avanti, which is again a tech platform, shala.com, Byju's, GS Allahabad, Byju's, Vedantu, Extra Marks, and whatnot. So you see all those platforms from which it has taken the questions are made for education only. Even if you are not using any of the question paper, let's say I'm going to create a small essay on the Seoul Waqif market, okay? Souk Waqif, I'm really sorry. You see, that is why I mentioned ChatGPT saves time and electricity. On the left-hand side, it has already shown us the answer. It doesn't want to think even a half a second for you. You said you need an essay on 𝐒𝐲𝐞𝐵, it showed you. The best, or not the best, but the quickest information which it can get you, they just showed it at the second. And on the right, the essay is being written. Let's just quickly see the sources from which it has been taking the content. Wikipedia, Marhaba Qatar, The Peninsula Qatar, Visit Qatar, Lonely Planet, Al Jazeera, 𝐒𝐲𝐞𝐵 Doha, I guess this might be their official website, I'm not really sure. I Love Qatar, Rehlat, Travelverse, Visit Qatar, solwaqif.qa, TripAdvisor. So you see, all those platforms or the sources which are there for some of the true content, it is taking the content from that piece itself. Now, other than this, I would say, accuracy in the content, Perplexity gives you a little more. Let's just reload. Okay, once you have identified whatever you want, the content which you wanted, what happens in ChatGPT? It just gives you the content, right? But if I am a student, okay, I need to learn. We all have been saying AI for students, AI tutor for students, right? But if I am a student and I want to learn, let's say, anything about any topic, I will ask one question to ChatGPT, it will give me the answer, and that is the end of the discussion. But in Perplexity, you can do a continuous talk. Now see, a lot of researchers, academicians, educators have been using Perplexity. So if someone has tried to create a paper for grade 9 matrices concept, okay, now after doing that research, after doing that prompt, what is the next thing they did? And that top 5 prompts is now on the bottom part, okay? You see this? Where can I find more sample question papers? Is there any online resource platform? All these things. And this comes in very handy when you are researching about it. Now, assume I'm a person sorry, who has never visited Statue of Liberty, okay, and I want to know what exactly is it. I'll just ask, what is Statue of Liberty? I'm a student. This is especially for the students. Now, I'm just searching for Statue of Liberty. It is giving me some images. Then again, if you see the sources, see why I really like Perplexity is the quality of the sources. National Geographic Kids, Statue of Liberty National Monument, their official government website. Again, this is a really good platform. All this information has been fetched, and that too you can verify. ChatGPT does not allow you to verify the content or the information source. Now, on the bottom, I have 5 questions which I can lead on to understand more in depth about the Statue of Liberty, right? For example, why was the Statue of Liberty designed with a broken shackle? Now, I didn't knew that it was designed with a broken shackle, right? But now, I can click on this and just see what exactly it is talking about, okay? Now, with the images, it is a little more intuitive, a little more engaging to understand the same problem which has been. Now again, I can continue the conversation. I can just try to do a research a little more in depth. So yes, try to use Perplexity whenever you are creating any academic content, but try to use ChatGPT when you are doing some operations which a teacher only faces, right? The students never sees those efforts, right? The peers, the family doesn't see those efforts. But yes, we waste, or not waste I would say, but we invest a lot of time, which now by using AI, you can explicitly do it in under 5 to 10 minutes. So yes, that was me. Everyone, thank you so much for listening to me for about half an hour or whatever time I have spent. If anyone has any kind of doubts, I can take 1 or 2 doubts in using all those platforms. Again, I'm not promoting any platform. I'm just keen because these are the things which I have found a little more, because I have been using AI a lot, not just to like hamper one of the key elements as a teacher, but yes, I create a lot of books. I have been an author. I have created coding questions for the universities as well. So we all have been doing all this with the use of AI only, but it's just how do we use it? And before this break, we all had one question which was roaming around in, like I would say, the students' panel discussion. Even Mr. Thomas sir did mention about it, that we might, as a teacher, be replaced by AI, right? See, no one is going to replace you. Only the people who understood AI will be replacing you, okay? So I cannot be replaced by anyone, okay? I cannot be replaced by any AI platform, any AI tool. But yes, if let's say sir understood AI more than me, then definitely he will be replacing me, because I am not the person who knows AI and is not relevant enough in the current market, right? We all had, I would say, in the back of the Stone Age, we never had wheels, right? We used to commute with the normal walk, right? Or maybe some use some kind of animals. But when the wheel was invented, what happened? People started using it. They adopted it, and then those kind of things get it using, right? Okay, so if anyone has any kind of doubt, yes, ma'am.
Actually, I have used ChatGPT long time. So when we type something and we paste it in the Word file, we get some boxes there. Why is that?
Okay, so yes, it might happen that 2 asterisks comes, right? Whenever you try to copy anything. See, this is a very simple hack to that. Let's quickly open ChatGPT. So assume I want to copy this. What all we do is just click on this copy button, okay? So if I click on this copy button and paste it on the Word document or any other file, this thing is completely pasted, right? If you try to copy it like this, then it might happen that the headings and everything might be presented a little different. So right now it is happening completely fine. I'm not able to see any doubt or problem in this, ma'am. It is completely fine.
No, I have come across this type of things. Then I have to copy like line by line, then I paste it there. Anyway, thank you for
Okay, so you can just try any platform. Mostly they all have this copy button.
Yes.
So you can use this better to try to copy it.
Okay.
It will not show any boxes. Yes, it might happen that if you are trying to copy some of the non-English letters content, then if your software doesn't support that, then it will show you the boxes. Any other doubt?
Thank you.
There is one. Yeah, sure.
ChatGPT supports like novel conversations, right? ChatGPT does. Does Perplexity does that?
I'm really sorry. Can you please repeat?
Like ChatGPT, you know, like recent research have shown like people when they are even alone, they used to talk with it. Like natural conversation it supports, right? Does Perplexity do that?
I'm really sorry, ma'am, but I'm not right like understanding your accent. Can someone please help me with it? Okay, speech. You are saying ChatGPT supports the speech feature.
No, like natural conversations.
Okay.
ChatGPT supports that, right? Does Perplexity supports it?
No, see, Perplexity will never give you a little informal conversation because the sources which it fetches the content is all academic and research purposes. So the tone and the tonality of the content will always remain a little formal. Okay, so you might not get a little human feel from the content it has produced.
Other things like if you want to get more information about stock market or something, you can do in this.
Yes, definitely. See, any kind of information which you want that should be accurate, I would say use Perplexity because it has a better accuracy rate. So any kind of information, for example, stock market or any, I would say if you have to create any itinerary, if you are going to somewhere, you can try to use Perplexity.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So that is it from my side. I'm really sorry if I have took a little more time because I needed to impart this. I hope that all of you teachers might use, even if one feature you have used afterwards, I feel that okay, this whole session was successful to impart some kind of knowledge thousands of kilometers away because yes, I'm from India. So thank you so much everyone for giving me this stage.